have a few core riders in both groups and a few day riders in both groups. It's just safety, safety, safety first before anything else.
Going on the steam train out front. I think it's
for about 2 minutes.
Wheezing.
Pam Dickerson, Andrew Graham and Sam Peacock is that committee, so congratulations to those. And also thanks to Robbie for joining us. Been fantastic this morning, mate. Been riding beside everyone and giving us a few tips. And
here to Narromine, all the riders in the Tour de OROC. It's a wonderful thing that you're doing this for, and actually I've got a property further west out at Targaminda, and out there, and whenever they have any public dues they always give it to the flying doctor, and once you've lived out there a bit you realise why the flying doctor is so important to them. But I believe in the future this is going to be just as important to them, because the people that are out there without help and without support, this sort of thing is just going to be marvellous for them. So I just want to congratulate you all on the effort that you're doing. I didn't realise you were organising this too. David puts a wonderful golf day on at Dubbo on behalf of Lexus, which I'll give him the ad because I go to the golf day but don't own a Lexus.
Yeah, George.
Anyway, for those of you who don't know, Matthew Dickinson's the Mayor of Dubbo, which is the eastern suburb of Narromine. It's just down east of here. And welcome to headquarters here, Matthew. Robbie, thank you very much for giving your time and effort to this. I gather you're riding today. And it just goes to show to me how tough the rest of you are. If a multi-stage winner of the Tour de France can only do one day, and you're going to do...
You just finished stage one of the Tour de OROC. What are your impressions?
Well, it was a great effort by everybody because that was a long, hot day. That was one of the longest 170 kilometre stages I've ridden, so 6 more to come, guys. But I know everyone did great. Good day out. Crowd support was really good in the towns we went through, and the councils feeding us and keeping us watered. So it was good fun, and seeing the countryside as well. Pretty flat out these parts, but I like that.
Look, welcome on behalf of the wider community and particularly our Mayor, His Absence Tonight, Mr. Rex Wilson. Fantastic to see you guys coming through Warren again after the first Tour de OROC in 2013, last 2 years ago. Yeah, fantastic. Obviously doing the reverse route, and it's great to have you here. The whole Warren community is very much behind this event. There's raffle tickets going off in the Shire Council building, and it's been very well supported. We never underestimate the importance of Dubbo to us, and the fact that you guys are all raising money for a fabulous building that will help all of our community. Dave's the chief head honcho of this whole organisation, and thanks Dave for organising such a wonderful event. It is just fabulous, and I'd like to invite you to have a few words.
Thanks, Bill. You've all heard me speak a few times today, so I won't say the same things over and over again, but thank you all for being involved. What a fabulous day. I was so proud to see us all launch into Warren this afternoon. Such a big group of supportive people, so thank you all for that. I just want to introduce a few of our support group. We couldn't do this without support group. So we've got Barry Hildren and Carl Taylor. Winters.
So here I am in Warren after stage 1 of the OROC tour, but it's great to be involved because cycling's given me so much and taken me to so many places, and until now it had never taken me to Warren. It's really good to be here, and it was great to be out on the road with you guys today because I really like to see people suffer. The sport has given me so much, but if it's any consolation, I was a little bit spent by the end of today as well, not just from the heat and the kilometres, sore feet, and you guys have got a lot to come because I've just done stage 1 and I'm back off to the Gold Coast tomorrow, so I wish you a lot of luck for that. If there's any advice I can give you, I think the best advice is a little thing I got from my very first coach, and sometimes the best advice is the most simple advice. So for the riders, eat before you get hungry and drink before you get thirsty, and may God help you.
Talking tactics.
Water, anybody? Yeah, I must say I appreciate the help with that.
What about your morning, Craig?
Morning, it's been going alright. Wind's turned on us.
Yes.
Had a good run for the first 20 k's. Now it's a bit of a cross headwind.
How's your morning going?
How's the riding going? I was a bit queasy overnight, but I've come good this morning. The run's overnight, but I'm not too bad now.
Pleased to hear it. Have a good day.
The rotation goes, don't get in it, just call my next guy around.
Try not to.
Honey's still looking to pick up there. I'd love to do that. Who? Honey.
What you got to do?
So what you're saying is doing it easy, you reckon, Craig?
Doing it easy, 100 k's all the way, little chain ring.
Tremendous cause to be providing accommodation for those that need to go to Dubbo, and as time goes by, sadly, looks like more of us will have to go to Dubbo to get services there. Today we camp there, nearby, wonderful asset to have, and you're certainly playing a great part in getting that achieved. Let's hope it will be achieved before too many of us end up in Dubbo Hospital. Thank you, TWA ladies.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I was about 85, wasn't I, catching up?
No, mate, that was 42.5.
Let me go.
Shattered.
Soft. Too much sprinting, mate.
Can you mess up?
And that was a personal best for me. I've never done 250 kilometres before. Very happy.
Well, I had a good rest in the Land Cruiser.
Fantastic.
But that freshened me up for the last leg, which was really good. Enjoyed that last leg.
Excellent. Pleased to hear it.
160 k's into a 37 or 8 degree day.
Done well, mate.
Pleased to be gearing beer.
Pleased to be part of it.
Wow, well, we're leaving almost in the dark, which is a good thing because we won't have as much heat as we had yesterday, and we're really looking forward to a bit of a tailwind today. It'll be a nice change after yesterday.
Excellent.
But no, really looking forward to it.
Great. How'd you pull up yesterday?
Not too bad, not too badly, but I must admit I didn't get up to go to the toilet last night, which tells you something about how much water we must have consumed yesterday.
It'll hopefully be all about a southerly wind. And overnight, while everyone's been quietly sleeping, a couple of us have framed a market around the odds of a southerly, and you know, I've got a good tenor on it. And anyone that, if it does southerly doesn't turn up, we're going to take it up with the creator and get fair into them.
Oh, it's been very good. Getting up early every morning to go for rides.
Is that right? Is it insane? And so then a low light would have to be, what, 43 degrees on the road yesterday?
Yeah, 38 to 43 degrees all yesterday afternoon.
And a climb that was just kept climbing.
Oh yeah, it was cruel.
So what are you hoping for today?
A nice tailwind, a cool day, and a quick trip.
Coffee for anybody else?
One of those. Sure. Beautiful, thank you.
Good morning. The first morning tea break on day 3 on the Cobar to Burke run. So Neil Harris, you're a driver, you're a chef, you're a luggage handler, you're a luggage wrestler.
What about a village idiot?
You're a village idiot, you're a masseur. What can't you do?
I told you, but I'm not going to put it on camera. We lost 3 police cars behind us. They couldn't catch us. They wanted to get around me, but I just pushed them off the road. You know, they saw my yellow flashing light, which is better than their blue and red.
So I work at the Peak Gold Mine.
Yes.
And this is just something that I decided to do in the days off, and hopefully eventually get us out of shift work and do this full time.
Fantastic.
underneath of it.
I remember Andrew putting it there this morning. Does anyone want a hard-boiled egg? I'll peel it.
The film again because everyone's surprised that David Hayes got that far forward.
Oh, that's harsh.
Don't win a race in the first 500 kilometres.
Morning's good, and morning was far better than yesterday. You've always got to have one good day, and this might be our only good day, but no, it's fantastic this morning.
That's excellent.
From the riding point of view, I think today really will be one of the highlights. Nice and fast, nice and safe, everybody working cooperatively.
Support crew extraordinaire, Rick Blinder and Richie McKay. Where would we be without you guys? As the shirt says, John, from one state champion to another. John Bartley from Berkshire Council, I believe.
Yep.
Thanks so much for coming along. Thanks so much for joining them today. What does the Macquarie Home Stay mean to you and to your
It gives an
town?
opportunity for people who live way out the back to be able to stay somewhere in Dubbo when they're going down to hospital or visit people in hospital. So,
Yep, fantastic.
Certainly Dubbo is our base hospital, and a lot of people go down there and don't have to look for motels or pay for motels. So people in the back country will support it to the utmost.
Yeah, and being from Dubbo, I'm so pleased that we're able to do that because we really are just one community, aren't we?
Oh, that's right, yes. Dubbo is a hub and we're the spokes of the wheel and we feed in that way. So
Yep, and without the spokes...
We don't have a birthing unit anymore here, so the ladies having babies got to go down there. No
That's
option
right.
now. So.
Yep, and as we know, without the spokes, there is no hub, is there? So
That's correct, yeah.
Thanks so much for being so supportive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to welcome everybody on behalf of Berkshire Council and Rotary Club to the Tour de OROC stopover in Burke tonight. But I'd certainly like to thank them, and I think it's a great initiative, and it started 2 years ago. This is the second time they've been to Burke, and they're certainly welcome. First, I'd just like to thank a couple of people from Burke point of view. Mark Gordon and John Bartley, who are sitting over there. Both these guys rode today, rode from all the way from Cobar boundary into almost. And David Pickard is here as well. David's going to ride tomorrow morning. The Tour de OROC hasn't taken place with a great deal of organisation and a great deal of support. The concept of Tour de OROC is to raise money for the Macquarie Home Stay, which is accommodation to look after people from outlying areas who come into Dubbo to seek medical treatment. Now, whether that be patients or family of patients, anybody who travels in from out west, accommodation's a massive issue. And the idea of having accommodation there, the people even having a licence, they want to be close to treatment, even if they're getting day-to-day treatment, they can just go in. So it's a tremendous thing. Just to give it an indication of the generosity of the Burke people, Mark and John.
Ross and the staff have done a fantastic job. Rotary, thank you to those. Thanks Mark and John for riding for me today and David tomorrow. It's great that you could do that. I was sooked out this year. Last year, or the year before, I did 60 Ks. This year I've just come from the rest area, so doing it very easy.
Look, yeah, I was going to explain a bit about the Macquarie Home Stay, but Ross has done a great job of that. We do have a plan here of the Macquarie Home Stay, which is very, very close to fruition. The land has been gifted to the Macquarie Home Stay Committee by the Dubbo City Council. It's going through the gazetting process right now, and once that's complete, the DA plans are ready to submit, and hopefully early next year we'll see some action over there on that side. So maybe by this time next year we might have some sort of facility for people to start using. So that's really, really good news. And it's all in no part thank you to everyone involved with the Tour de OROC.
Thanks, David. Thanks everyone for coming out tonight. Look, what a fabulous night. I mean, who would be anywhere else on a night like this? This is what makes places like the outback of Australia great. It's actually important. It costs them money. It's practical. So this is a fantastic initiative, and I can't speak more highly of it. And I'm proud to support it, and the university's proud to support it. And ask us again in 2 years' time, we'll do it again. Thanks, David, and thanks everyone for the night.
Sunrise at the Cafe de OROC. Morning, gentlemen.
No, we're not enjoying this.
You look like you're having such fun.
Hi, Beth.
Good morning. Having fun, Andrew? Really well. I'm having much more fun than you, I think. How's it going? How are you feeling, Ian?
I'll swap your seat.
Not a problem. How's it going in the engine room, Mr. Roach?
Go a bit further at the front to give us a bit of protection.
The Tour de OROC, we sponsored it last year, and the board of directors sees it as a great support for the general area. On behalf of the members of the club, hopefully the members will take advantage in the future of facilities that you'll provide and by raising all this money. And on behalf of the members, I'd like to present this cheque.
This is the weight. The weight. I'm the weight now. I'm the scale.
Can you follow show us how we use that cream there?
Suspected.
Oh, so that's the photo
Just saying. I might need a bit of a
Saddle up those Broncos, everybody. Let's go.
Righto.
If he gets sore, just push him out and I'll pick him up.
touched on a few points there. It's fair to say that if you look at the sponsors, and not just the gold sponsors, but the sponsors on the jersey, a Guinness World Record jersey, by the way, you'll see there's a lot of Dubbo businesses there. And one of the great things about the Tour de OROC is that the people who put a lot of money and a lot of effort into raising money for it aren't the people who will benefit from it. The people in the entire region will benefit from it, and that's great that everyone in the region gets in behind it and supports it. But when you look at those sponsors, they're making a real contribution, not because they'll see the advertising value. There's 119 logos on there. It's hard to get real advertising value out of that. The sponsors are contributing to this because they believe it's good for the region. And that's one of the things that I think the sponsors really believe in. It's not just about getting some value out of their sponsorship. It's really about just supporting the region. So the sponsors are really happy to be a part of that. And thank you to Dave and your committee for organising that. And thank you to Walgett Council and all the councils around the entire region who have all gotten in behind it and made sure that every place we come into, we're welcome. We've got something like this. You put a swimming pool on for us, fantastic. Riders appreciated that. But it's been a great event so far. 2 days to go, and everyone's looking forward to getting to the end, but also looking forward to looking back and seeing some benefits to all the blood, sweat and tears that they've put into this event. So thanks, Dave. I'm sure those sponsors will be happy to be involved when you go and ask them next time.
Tell me about your first morning on the Tour de OROC ride.
It's great. First time I've ridden in the peloton, riding at first light was a bit scary, but no, to see the sunrise was just fantastic.
Fantastic. Enjoy your afternoon, mate. Keep going.
Got flies in my teeth.
Fantastic pit stop by BN Productions.
Absolutely. One to go. And we couldn't really call it lunch. It's only 5 to 10. So we'll be there by like that's going to be really, really good.
John?
I'm good, how are you?
Very well. Tell us about yourself. I'm Bev. I'm Bev.
John's in the process of making a comeback for Ironman.
Fantastic.
And doing a few ultras.
Edge with 1.4, yeah.
But when he bucked me off, he tried to jump away from me, but he jumped the wrong way.
Oh, goodness, okay. That was a hard session to ride.
Was it? What was hard about it? Pretty easy to read. You guys just turning around. John Whittle, father of Ian Whittle. Brother of Ian.
Oh, Ian.
Father of Ian.
No, father of Ian. I think you said
Father
Ian.
of Ian.
Ian, my sister Ian.
So Chris Roach, tell me how you feel.
I feel fine. I'm just letting the blood come sort of back out of the legs and elevate them a bit. The US. Had a nice little gentle ride this morning from mine.
Laid out car too.
Oh, thank you.
She's getting so good at it.
What's going on?
I'm here to do an incident report for council.
Hey, did I nearly kind of rub up against a council car?
Apparently.
Nearly, you used my name.
If you want to get friendly with the lady, just say g'day, don't build into her with your trailer.
What did she look like?
Tell me about your afternoon, mate.
It was fun, it was great fun. Well, the first half was really nice, the peloton.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Cool.
Getting here was good. Second half was a bit harder.
And the best part of all is probably in your hand right now.
Yes, exactly.
First beer.
Yes.
Congratulations,
Really nice.
mate.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming along.
Cheers. Yeah.
Arthur Norton's sprint record remains intact. Is this true?
Yep.
Fantastic. Well done, mate.
Thanks, babe.
Sure, on a pain factor of 1 to 100, are we talking 250?
270.
270.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're talking about the finer points of using an epilator.
So I gathered. Australia will be so interested.
It was a really hard afternoon. I remember specifically a very hard afternoon. And look, today was quite a tough day as well. Even yesterday, we could say the morning yesterday was pretty tough. We had a headwind in the morning, although the wind did drop off in the afternoon, and today was quite a long day, following up another 230k day. So congratulations to the riders. Could you all please stand up so we can see who you all are? So what will happen is that Artie will lead the front group up. So if you're a stronger rider, stick behind Artie, do not pass Artie. And everybody else, stay with the second group. We really want to have two groups.
Here we go.
Stay safe, stay as a group, stay in those two long.
Watch you take off, I think. What's your name?
Oscar.
Oscar. How old are you, Oscar? Good. You're good? That's good.
I might do the tour.
I think you could do the Tour de OROC.
really what it's all about, and you couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Yeah, it's fantastic, Bev, just to know that everybody's safe and happy and we've done well. I feel very relieved, very thankful, and in absolute awe of the guys who've ridden all that distance and the fantastic support crew. Well done.
Great sense of achievement, thanks, Bev.
And relief that we don't have to do it again tomorrow.
That's it, yes.
But you will miss all those conversations in the cruiser.
That's right, yeah, I'll miss those.
It was pretty testing at times. Like, there was a few guys that really struggled, but I was glad and happy to help. But I think I saw a lot of things I wouldn't have seen if I didn't do it, and learned a lot of things about myself. So overall, it was a good experience.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Excellent.
10 out of 10 enough to do it again?
Gentlemen, one more. There's always a field marshal on the road. We had Granger. What about 3 cheers for Craig? Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
The 2015 Tour de OROC is now finished, final day. So look, I just wanted to thank the cyclists all individually. Matthew Dickerson, heavily involved as our mayor representative. Sam Peacock was on the organising committee, and Sam's a great cyclist and a great supporter of the Tour de OROC, so thank you, Sam. Andrew McKay, what can you say about Andrew McKay? He's a great guy from the Zoo to Zoo, Nom Dom Nom. Fantastic guy that organises a lot of charity events around Dubbo, so it was great to have Macca on. Arthur Norton from Coonabarabran. Arthur's a very, very strong cyclist. This is his second Tour de OROC. Andrew Graham, a great member of our committee, did a lot of work with the police application, so thank you very much, Andrew. Chris Roach. Roachy's also a good supporter of cycling, and he's from Turawina, so a fantastic guy. Craig Ganger was our ride captain, so thank you very much, Craig. You did a great job. Ian Crafter, what a legend Crafty is. He does all sorts of amazing events with Ironmans to Mark Arnold from the Sydney University School of Rural Health, a fantastic guy, great cyclist too, Mark. Thank you very much for being part of it. Simon Logan from Walgett. It's great to have a Walgett connection involved, so thank you very much, Simon. You were great on the tour. Peter Raw from Gilgandra. Peter's also a very strong mountain bike cyclist, does a lot of mountain bike riding, but bought himself a road bike and came along with us, so congratulations, Peter. Peter Singh, new to cycling, long time Dubbo local, fantastic cricket umpire. Neil Matthews is a guy from Sydney that came and joined us. Very, very strong cyclist, got a lot of cycling experience. Dennis Sheridan from the National Australia Bank. Dennis is relatively new to cycling, but made it through the ride, so well done, Dennis. That was an awesome effort. Sam Clifton from Coonabarabran, you were also wonderful, so thanks very much to Sam. He was a great rider. And Adam Mitchell joined us too, a young up-and-coming cyclist from Dubbo. Adam did day 1, 2 and also 6, so thanks very much. And Jeff Ledger joined us for day 5 and 6. So thank you to all those cyclists, that was fantastic. You'll really appreciate your support in the Tour de OROC. Look, the committee, I really need to say a huge thank you to Pam Dickerson. Pam did a wonderful job with a lot of the organising. She was fantastic in many, many ways. She was the go-to girl for everything to do with the Tour de OROC. Andrew Graham, I've already mentioned, did a lot of work with the police application and helping us on the committee. And Sam Peacock also on the committee, so thank you very much to the committee. To the support crew, Barry Hildebrand and Barb Taylor, what a great pair. Great from Dubbo South Rotary, thank you very much to those people. They helped make the tour, they just made it run seamlessly. Anything that needed to be done, they just did it. Neil Harris came along, here's the muscles of the tour, made it all happen there. Rick Lidner, also a Rotarian, but gave us a hand for 5 of the 6 days. Thank you very much, Rick. Bev Withers, what a fantastic helper Bev is. She does a lot of work with the Zoo to Zoo and Wom Dom Nom and all other lots of things around town, so thank you very much, Bev. And of course the legend Richie McKay. He's a fantastic guy to have along. Wouldn't be anything without our sponsors. Wanted to thank all the sponsors, particularly Toyota Australia, Dubbo City Toyota, the main sponsors. That was a great thing. It saved us creating another charity organisation with all its own governance and rules and stuff, so that the Rotary Club of Dubbo South has been very supportive. They've been helpful all the way. They've provided support with many things along the way, so thank you to everyone in the Rotary Club of Dubbo South. And finally to the media outlets. There's been so much help from the radio stations and television stations. So look, Toyota Tour de OROC, I guess we just got to say it's a wrap, and what a great thing. So thanks very much.